Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Cereal Review, the show where I review cereal for you. And today I have a new cereal here, Golden Crisp. Never actually had this one before, but it's very similar to Honey Smacks, I believe it was. And I do believe I've reviewed that as well. It's one of those like puffed cereals that the intent is to have it be like a sugar and honey sort of flavor to them. This one's from Post, so it's just their take on it. I believe my dad ate this a lot when he was younger, from what he's told me. But I always got the two confused because they're essentially the same cereal, but one has the sugar bear and the other has the I think it's Diggum is the frog for the Honey Smacks one. So probably gonna be pretty similar to that, but I've never had this one, so I figured I'd have take a shot at this one. It also kind of helped that the Post cereals where I got this from were also on sale for like a crazy discount, so that kind of helped too. Never had it on sale. That's what I like to see, so we're gonna give this a shot here. They smell pretty much the same. And if you've never had the puffed wheat cereal like this, think of, the puffed rice cereals like Rice Krispies. It weighs like nothing because it's just air essentially. It's kind of like that. It feels the same, kind of the same texture as well. But here's the big piece right there, a couple stuck together. It's a lot of focus, but yeah, they look pretty much the same. It just you can see the split down the middle. They're nice and airy. They're a little bit sticky from the coating. So here we go, give it a try. Yeah, it's very, very similar. And the interesting thing about these is they almost have like a upfront, like roasted taste to them. I don't know if that's how they're, due to how they're puffed. I believe so. I believe they go over some sort of like heat to puff them, sort of like popcorn. It's essentially the same idea. So that's probably where that's coming from. And I don't hate it. I think it's quite good. There's a nice bit of sweetness to it. It's overall very, very pleasant, not overwhelming, but it is sweet. Does have a lot of sugar in here, but why are we not surprised? We're not eating this to be healthy. Let's be honest. So very, very similar to the other one from what I can remember. So far so good. I like this. All right. So with the milk, here we go. Very, very tasty. Again, I believe this is very, very similar to the Honey Smacks. Maybe there's a little bit of a difference between the two, but it's like, from what I can remember, the Honey Smacks tasting like it's really not all that much. Really not many ingredients either. There's a bunch of added vitamins and minerals, but we don't care about that. That doesn't really change the taste all that much. First ingredient is sugar, so that tells you a lot. Then wheat, corn syrup for more sweetness, salt, honey, caramel color for probably giving it a more uniform look. Yeah, this is good. I really like this. I think out of a lot of the cereals that have honey added to them, I think this might be one of my favorites. It almost tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios. And I know there are different Honey Nut Cheerios. I believe Cheerios off the top of my head most use oat, and this is wheat. So there's a bit of a difference there between the actual cereal. But with the honey and the sugar flavoring to it, it tastes a lot like Honey Nut Cheerios. And I do like Honey Nut Cheerios, and that's not a bad thing. The distinctness comes from the slight different taste of the cereal, the actual like grain itself. And then, like I said, there's that kind of, it's kind of lost it now that it's been with the milk, which is a little sad. But initially, it had that almost like roasted taste to it, which I really liked. That made it stand out a little bit. So I think I prefer this right off the bat before it's even been sitting for a minute. So that's just going to be my preference. I'm looking at this. Yeah, it's pretty much lost that flavor to it, which is a little disappointing, but it still tastes very good. The milk pretty much just tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios milk, if you've had those before and drank the milk after. Again, it's just probably because of the honey and the sugar is same idea between the two. Both of them start to get like the same texture of the softness once it's been sitting around for a while. So they're very, very similar to each other. I don't know if I said the same thing about the Honey Smacks, but yeah, these are a lot similar to Honey Nut Cheerios. It almost kind of feels like the difference is just the choice of grain and the fact that this is like puffed, which I do like. It makes it a little more prone to getting soggy faster, but that's preference really. Yeah, overall, really like this one actually. It's very tasty. It's nice and sweet. It's got the nice roasted flavor when you eat it dry or off the bat. Kind of becomes a little bit identical-ish to Honey Nut Cheerios, but there's still a bit of a difference between them with the cereal flavor. So overall, I really like this one. I think if I was going to like rank every cereal I've ever had, which I don't even know if I could do that off the top of my head, because aside from the ones I've done the videos on that I can look at, there's probably so many that I've tried that I don't even remember. But if I was going to rank all of them, I'd say this would probably be solidly in like the top third of ones that I've had, which is good for sure. So yeah, I don't have really any real complaints, unless your complaint is that it tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios and you don't like Honey Nut Cheerios. If that's the case, probably not for you, but that's probably going to be a problem you have with any cereal that has honey as one of its main like sweeteners to it. So, yeah, it's a little samey in some ways to it. You could maybe look at it as like Post's take on Honey Nut Cheerios or what have you, but I really like it. Mascot might not be as famous nowadays as what was it, Buzzy? If I'm wrong, please roast me for that. For Honey Nut Cheerios, I believe that's his name. I think Buzz, something like that. Or the Frog. I don't know which of those two are more popular, honestly. Sugar Bear, or Dig'em the Frog. But it doesn't really matter. It's just something I always like to mention about like the branding and stuff. Like, you know, you got a big mascot on it, makes it more eye-catching, makes it a little more fun. So yeah, overall, no complaints there. Produced a pretty solid cereal. Can stand out on its own if it's maybe in Honey Nut Cheerios shadow. So if you don't like Honey Nut Cheerios, probably pass on this one. If you do like Honey Nut Cheerios, get a little bit of a different flavor in this one if you've never had it before, so it might be worth trying just for that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think of these, if you do or do not like Honey Nut Cheerios, how you think they compare. And I will see you next time. Thank you.